Woo! Welcome back. Welcome back. Now, much is said and often not said about actual events that happen in basketball that take place that take away from certain things. In the NBA, when you have great moments, and you have those moments that rise to the top, and you got players that go above and beyond. Like it was clear, Brown had problems. Wasn't really Brown. Brown got a lot of the blame because he's a starter. But the person that kept this game from going afloat with Boston and the person that they could blame is themselves. Now, you could blame Jason Tatum and you could blame Brown. But this is where coaching comes into play. When you're a coach in the NBA, you can't coach it like a regular season game. Playoff coaching is entirely different. The intensity level is up. You coach the game. You coach the situation of how the flow of this game is going. You know, winning coaches understand that situation. If you got a group that don't get it and don't understand this is what it takes to get to the next level, then you're going to be here all night. And Bear is here early for this. We won't see Christian now after all that bragging he did. But everybody's sheet got messed up. I didn't see Cleveland winning in Boston at all. But here's the situation. This game came down to a lot of elements. And a lot of you are going to think Donovan Mitchell was the most important piece in this game tonight. Yep, because he just came in and just did his thing and took it over. One of the most important pieces in this game tonight was Evan Mobley. Evan Mobley saved this game for Cleveland. Without Evan Mobley having that kind of impact on the game, crashing the boards, I think he had like 21 and 10, and he had like 5 assists. This was the Evan Mobley of the rookie year. This was rookie year Evan Mobley that you saw out there on the court. No, the team that played better as a team won. The Cavs was playing more as a team. They weren't just depending on Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell didn't have a crazy night where he has like 45. You don't need that. You need everybody stepping up. Okoro was huge in this game. Huge. Because now he's adding pressure on the back end. Defensively, Max Strus, just him hitting a couple shots. That was all you need from him. But you really need him to help out on the boards. You got to control that glass. That's what matters. And then Karis LeVert just outscores the whole Celtics bench. Who saw that coming? Well, they got some white guy that was out there that was guarding. I'm trying to think, who was that guy? That wasn't Pritchard. I don't know. What's his name? Might be Sam Hollier or whatever his name was. He got lit up. That's how he got hot. He looked like Gordon Hayford. What's his name? Gordon Horford. They put in, they got a guy that looked like him out there with the beard and everything. Yeah, he got lit up. And that's how Donovan Mitchell got hot. He was just getting hot on him. So by the time Brown got back on him, it was too late. The torch was turned on. Well, Tatum and Brown has to do better. Drew Holiday can't have 4 points. That can't happen. Drew Holiday was a complete disappointment. Derek White, him being off and on, I could see that happening. But you live and die by the 3, you get blown out by 23. that's what happens. You can't play that kind of game. You outshot them in free throws. Clearly dominated that part of the game. Yeah, Christian only shows up when they win. Well, when you 8 from 35 from 3 and they 13 for 28, that's the ball game. But the rebounding is what was killing them. They were getting beat on the boards, Boston was. So when you got 31 rebounds, they got 44 rebounds, you don't have a shot here. You get 44 points in the paint. They got 60. Ball game. You can't allow that. If you gonna just live and die by 3-point shots, when your shot ain't dropping, you finna get blown out. They were outscored every quarter, except for the second quarter. They were outscored every quarter by the Cavs. The whole second half was dominated by Cleveland. Is this a fixable problem? Sure it is. But the way the Cavaliers played last night is how they got to play for the whole series. Everybody has to be involved. If Darius Garland don't have it going, that's cool. He could help y'all out in other ways. He can rebound. He can pass. We need everybody involved. That's how it's going to have to take. Yesterday, they had 8 people involved. 8. Everybody on their roster played last night. Got a chance to get in the game. Mm-hmm. Tristan Thompson played a whopping 10 minutes. Well, when you have people that don't get what's going on in life, like if you having like yeah, well, if you having problems that don't really sit with your agenda or how you moving, these are type of the things that's going to happen over and over again. Tristan changed the energy. He did nothing. I mean, he really did nothing. Let's take a look at some of the plays. Fair use act, fair use act, fair use act. We're using this only under fair use act. We're only doing commentary, not displaying the actual game. We're not rebroadcasting the game. We're only showing the highlights and giving our own personal commentary. Fair use act, fair use, fair use, fair use. Yes, I will be doing my review of the show. But I told y'all, I finally did watch BMF, the last episode, last night. And pretty much it was kind of like what I thought. But I'm not going to do a review before it actually airs. So, but I told you that Mama is the hottest chick on the show. She the one getting it in every episode. Now, look at this. Mitchell taking Brown off the dribble, which he can do. He can go left to right, get to the basket. That's an easy layup for him. Look at this. Spacing is there. Now, this is early in the game. Mistakes are going to be made early. You just hope it don't cost you. Now, this is where I get so upset. They have no plan to score the basketball, but to do that, to run down the lane and just throw stuff up. It's no passing, no movement of the ball or anything, no swinging. It's all one-on-one. Now, here it is, a pass. Out for a three. They suck Mitchell in to go to White so White can hit a three. The inside-outside game. Now, here it is again. He tries to go in for the kick out. See, Cleveland already knows Boston is going to drive not to score, but to try to kick out to a three, jump in the air and get stuck. If you get on a shooter, you're going to have opportunity. See, instead of going for Donovan Mitchell for this three, you see what he did? He went to the paint to hit the guy for the easy layup. You're down 5-14. Take what's there. You don't need Donovan Mitchell shooting a wide open three here. Take what's there. See, that's the lost art of the game. Yep, drops it off. Look, he's driving. See? Driving all the way. Go to Evan Mobley, who goes straight up. They have no big man on the floor. Your big man's out here guarding number 35. Why wouldn't you go into your big man on the inside? Let him be big. Good play by Strus, who's from Chicago. Let's go. That's on Boston. Exactly. Boston blew the game, but Cleveland scheming was better than theirs. Now look at this. Nobody is on anybody yet. Defense. I hate this defense. Oh my God. It's terrible. Now here comes the fake. This guy's not even screened really good. He has to make a decision to step up. He don't. So this guy could roll and do whatever he wants, Evan Mobley. So LeVert hits him, and now he knows he could beat this Opie Taylor dude off the dribble, LeVert, and sure enough, there it is. He stops, jumps straight up, and dunks the ball. He made a decision. I'm not going to try to lay this up. I'm going to dunk it. That's how you send a message, especially on the road. Now the game is tied because Boston just been going down there shooting and jucking up threes for no reason. Now they're swinging the ball around. This big dude is forgetting his assignment because he's a big man. He's used to being in the paint. He's used to being down this low. So he's expecting Evan Mobley to be down that low every time, not knowing Evan Mobley also could pop out and shoot. Defensive mistakes. But that's based off force of habit. Because of force of habit, Well, there go the rain. It finally got here. It already hit the city, keeping me from having to water the grass, saving me money. I'm with it. There's another three. Now look at this. He brings the ball up. He's checking. Evan Mobley is checking, right? He's giving Mitchell a break by bringing the ball up. Why ain't nobody picking him up right now? I would pick him up right at half court and make this big man have to prove something with the ball. You're giving him full comfort to bring the ball up and distribute. Look at this. That's unacceptable. That is unacceptable. To allow that play to happen like that, that's just terrible. Now, when you put in something like that, a play that breaks down to that level, it's insulting. It's because he's being allowed to. I mean, he's being allowed to come up untouched. That's like a teenager at Drake house. You ain't going to be untouched. As soon as you cross half court. Mazulu is a fraud. I mean, I don't know about being a fraud. I just know he ain't doing what's right. Boston is beatable. They saying that. I told you that. I already told you he sold all his American homes. Because I told you he had the gambling problem. We talked about that last week. There it is. Tatum gets away with a push. That's how he got space. Now, here's Pritchard, right? He's going around the pick and roll. Everybody's running the same play. It's so basic. Now, check this out. Garland goes for three, right? Hits it over Drew Holiday. That really was a bad shot, but he just made it. Here it is again. Another high pick and roll. He's got the position. Here he comes into the paint. He goes in looking to pass to somebody. He couldn't find him. So he turns around and shoots the ball. But he does this while in the air. All right. The layup don't go. Here it is. Transition. This is what Boston like to run. Okay, there it is. Drop it off. Drew Holiday. Celtics are running, right? Fans are all pumped up about Boston. Now, here's Tatum. Spins, pulls up for three. Got his balance. That's his kind of shot. Right? Now they're falling in love with the three. Dylan White for three. Misses. Mitchell gets it. Pops it out. 1-2. Layup. So now you stand close to the game by going to the paint. There it is. Rim protection. Evan Mobley down there on the floor. They pick it out. White gets it, but it's okay. Evan Mobley was protecting the rim a lot. So they was loving that. They didn't want to come nowhere near the paint. That was a terrible shot. And sure enough, he gets the rebound, though, beats and now hustles everybody. And Karis LeVert goes up. Big Al get the magnet ball. Here's old LeVert. In the second quarter, it was a lot of LeVert. Here it is, LeVert sweating Johnny Gill. Look, gets his own rebound. There's no travel. They called a foul. Oh, there's Mitchell. And Tatum. Yep. Nice bigs. No bigs. Right. You're right. There's no bigs. He's like, I missed that one. Yeah, well, if you look at the options and what they got on the floor, you start to see stuff that just don't make no damn sense. Ooh, nice tap shoes. He goes up, lays it in. Good ball movement, everything. Pump fake, goes right up. See what happened to Boston when they attacked the rim and said, you know what, let's go in and attack the rim. Then Mitchell happened. Third quarter was the Mitchell show. Look, White was trying to keep him in the game. They're taking shots in there. Look, one-on-one basketball. He goes up, try to make something happen. Now leads to a long rebound, outlet, dunk. Cleveland was content on finishing. Look, block. 5-on-4. Oh, right at the rim, right? At the rim. No big man. Evan Mobley, use him as a big and keep it moving. Now we go back here. Jason Tatum explodes to the rim. Gets a layup and a foul. Because he has no post moves, no footwork. Good block. Good defense by Dylan White. They bring the ball up, swinging it. Brown swings it to Tatum, who swings it back to Brown, who spins, goes all the way up, and he gets an and one. There really was no foul there, but it's cool. Here's Donovan Mitchell. Whenever Boston got close, he was an answer. Because he had time to rest. They didn't have to rely on him as much. Everybody else was producing. Nice dish off. He kind of missed the alley-oop. Had he just thrown it up, he'd have got the dunk. There's Garland. He knows he got a 2-on-1. And he hits a curl on the curve. You see, on the baseline. You see that baseline cut straight to the rim? Okoro gonna do that all the time, so he gonna make you have to work. That's why he's important in the series when he's on the floor, to keep him active. He could be an asset. Oh yeah, that's the guy right there who's getting abused, number 30. Yeah. D. Mitch is just gonna score on him all day. Number 30, I feel bad for you. He got hot on you. Look, he got number 30 on him again. 30, I'm like, y'all should make a switch. This is not going to end well for 30. I was watching this like, oh, no, this ain't going to go well for him at all. Because then once he's hot, and I say he was getting hot on 30, that's it. He was getting his torch on with him. Look, bang, at the buzzer. I didn't got my torch on, baby. What? I'm like that. Look, he didn't got the torch on. Now you can forget it. He banking stuff in. Oh, this one, Pritchard got the rebound there. They kicked it back and he hit that one. And Boston trying to 3-day way out of it. See, the problem with Boston is the threes ain't dropping. They can't get back in the game. They have no inside interior game whatsoever. He said, put that guy. I never seen that guy in my life. It's Boston, man. They got to have some white guys out there running around. So, ooh, spin move. Finish. Fair use, Zach. Fair use. Now, here comes Donovan Mitchell again. Oh, there's a nice cross. Here he comes. Oh, he steps over. Look, he could do whatever he wants now. He's on torch mode. Y'all didn't let him get hot. Now, here's Brown. Mm-hmm. Garland with the cut. Loses the ball. He just do too much sometimes. He's so OC. But by this time, it's too late. Now they decide, let's double. They're going to double Mitch. Double Donovan Mitchell. He got it cooking. We got to get it out of his hands. He swings it out. They swing it back around. Matt Strus. Bang. So that's what they're going to do to try to stop Donovan Mitchell. Like, we're going to double. Get it out of his hands no matter what. Don't even. So everybody else had to step up. And they did. They like, we doubling them, and everybody else just hitting shots. Go back to Evan Mobley. Left hand off the glass. Like I said, he looked like the rookie Evan Mobley. Look, these Cleveland fans went there to risk getting their brains beat in. They done already lost. This dude here ready to punch this guy in the mouth, and he about 85. That is not something they wanted to see. Mitchell with the steal, he just gives it up. LeVert. This is a beatdown. This is something that's demoralizing. So Boston whole game is basically, let me beat you this way, hitting threes, and if they don't hit threes, they lose. So if that's the only way you could play the game to win, you're going to lose. By this time, everybody's out of the game. This is the reserves. So at this point, as you can see, he said with Allen out, we got more spacing. It's not really that. You need Jared Allen coming off the bench, but the thing is Evan Mobley has to step up. This is a series he's supposed to dominate. There's no big in there on him. And when the big is on him, that's when he's at his best. Boston big is so slow. I told you, just put Frankenstein boats on them dudes. He's just a big walking white stiff. Whoa, whoa, whoa. He just out there. So Evan Mobley's got way more athleticism than him. He gonna pop out and shoot threes. He can't stay with Evan Mobley. I would have used that every play. Mm-mm. No, what they need to do is pivot. Oh yeah, they need to pivot. No, they can't. They can't. I mean, Spider can do what he wants. He cross him and he get into the rim. I mean, he's a different kind of player. Special is an understatement. Okay, he has an aggression for Denver. Denver gonna win in 7. I'm sorry to tell you. Well, I don't know why he blocked you for that. He don't like the Golden State Warriors. I kind of sense that. The beat down and being down. Yeah, man. So that brings us to the next game. Dallas and OKC. Now, fair use act. Once again, we're using this for commentary purposes only. Fair use act. Fair use act. We're not rebroadcasting the game, only giving our own commentary. Now, look, right away, the difference in the style of play of this game and the game that they had beforehand is completely different from the Boston game. This is the like easy playing basketball game. This game was so not physical. This is the the most easy played game ever. I'm like, man, this game has no physicality whatsoever. Like you got to go in and draw contact. If you're gonna give Luka Doncic that kind of space, you're gonna have a long night. No physicality. If Luka's shot is going like early, y'all in trouble. Completely in trouble. Nice step through. Get him in the air. Oh, he missed the big man. He should have hit the big man up top. But they went for three. They just luckily got that. But Kyrie should have hit 21 in the paint. But I said, look at this. It was all ball movement, swing, shoot, swing, shoot, swing, shoot. Nobody's getting touched. That's why I'm like, man, nobody's getting touched in this game. It is crazy. Can you imagine a basketball game where nobody's getting touched? I saw it and couldn't believe it myself. Well, the best thing that's happened to the team is PJ Washington's emergence. To keep PJ in the starting lineup and have Hardaway Jr. come off the bench is the best movement in the history of basketball. Moving Dwight Powell to the not playing role and putting in Gafford and got Derrick Jones Jr. starting. This is a guy that likes to mix it up. And Jason Kidd. J Kidd know what he's doing here. You see, the thing is you take Derek Lively out of the starting lineup, right? And you put Daniel Gafford in his place. What that does is when Lively get in the game for those alley-oop plays or whatever you want to use him for, defensively, he can cause problems and he won't. That's to save him from foul trouble. Gafford knows how to play this lane. He's a little bit bigger and physical. This is good for Dallas. Now, moving Josh Green to the bench and keeping him there and not putting him in the starting lineup actually helps the team out tremendously. You know, Dante Exum is there because he's, Luka's friend. But he's definitely not on the playoff roster. Shouldn't be in the game at all. Oh, yeah, look at it. See, Lively gets met at the rim. Look, just fast break transition. Look, it's so clean. Look at this. Just clean transition. It's like, wow, look at this. Clean game. The floor even looked clean. Here comes Holmgren down the lane. He dishes it off. He goes up. Just such a clean game. You don't even need a bath or a shower after this game. Everybody's covered it in like a regular season game. Transition, pull up. Wow, you'll be surprised this is a playoff game. They're getting everything at the rim. Nobody's bumping anybody, man. This is just, look at this, untouched. I'm like, if anybody played like this in the 90s, you would be thrown off a team bus. Nobody's going for this. Oh my God, this was terrible to see. Look at the space. Look at that. I don't think nobody got a hand on anybody. There should have been 0 fouls called this whole game. I swear this went on all day long. And if you're going to play this kind of game with Dallas and not be physical, this is like easy playing basketball right here. Right. Don't let this 7-footer sit there and cross you. It's like, what is going on? Transition baskets. This is so easy. Look, this is just set shots. This is practice shooting right here. Swing it, dunk, swing it, shot. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, look at that. So that basically was the game. That basically was the game. I mean, if you watch it, yeah, when they own like that, they own. Any team Kyrie own, I'm gonna like watching them play because I like watching Kyrie Irving. But I see how they played the game, and I can see how it went because, first of all, when that guy Jalen Williams ball, he's really what added OKC to the winning. Shea Alexander had 33, but he's always been scoring. Like he's always been ready. This is why they was willing to trade Russ and let Shea take over. Because Shea was there and he was getting his numbers, but they was losing. Jalen Williams came on the team and made the difference. They got 2 Jalen Williams on the team. Now, I ain't never seen that in team history where 2 guys got the same name. They just spelt different. They got a number 6 Jalen Williams that's not number 8 Jalen Williams. They had that mistake in the game one time where the fouls, they gave one foul to the other Jalen Williams and not the other Jalen Williams. Yes, there's 2 Jalen Williams on the team. Luke Dort, I mean, he's off and on. Dort is off and on. If he got it going, then yeah, he'll light you up. But Josh Giddey didn't do a damn thing. You just had guys out there that just weren't performing well. And PJ Washington was devastating on both ends of the ball. And he's proven, look, yeah, I might got a baby with this chick. She caught me with the baby, but I could ball. And he's finally showcasing what he can do. He's like, this is his coming out party. If I'm them, I'm telling Tim Hardaway Jr., thank you for all your hard work these seasons. It's time for you to go. PJ is starting, and that's it. And Jason Kidd will change this lineup based on the game. Who should be starting? But this should be the starting lineup. Derrick Jones Jr., PJ Washington, Gafford, Luka, and Kyrie. And everybody else is alternating. That's the way it should go. Well, when you 18 for 37 from three, shooting 48% from three, they were 10 for 30. That was the ball game. Dallas controlled the boards. They had more assists. But that's where the game was won. You can't let Dallas shoot down there 50% from three. And they didn't shot 37 of them. Hell no. You're going to lose. Jason Tatum, no post moves, none at all. When he first came in the league, Jason Tatum was going to the hole. He wasn't just sitting out there shooting threes all night. He would go in the hole. He would lay up, left hands off the glass, reverse layups. Jason Tatum used to play like that. Now he just sit his ass all the way outside and shoot threes. It's like he worked on shooting threes, and that's all he want to do now. There's no more using techniques and footwork and none of that. Alan Scott said, that's why we need to talk to JJ Redick. Yeah. Talk to JJ Redick and say, where do you see some footwork from him? Where do you see some outstanding footwork from Jason Tatum in the post? It's like he's afraid of the contact now. When he first came in the league, he was doing these things, but he's gotten away from the way he used to play. Luka does have a post game. What are you talking about? See, this is what I'm talking about. Luka does have a post game. Luka could body you up in the post. He could pass out of the post, and he could shoot over you in the post. He could fade away in the post. He can go and use a left hand off the glass. He could throw a right hand running hook. He got moves. It's just that he does not have to do them. If he needs to be down there, he can. But they need him coming to the top of the key, running the point. But Luka has done that in his career. Yeah, Luka could pass out of the post. You think he can't? You don't have to be fast enough. You think the Joker is fast? You think Joel Embiid is fast? He don't need the athleticism. You need skill. As long as you got skill, that's all that matters. You got fundamentals. That's what it matters. Ooh, Alfred, man. You must be from Minnesota. You must be from Minnesota. You should be used to losing. That's the most randomest question. None we had to talk about had nothing to do with no damn boxing. They lay down way too much. What about Frank Martin? Embiid and Kawhi are overrated. Why would you say that? Tatum and Brown lay down way too much. Possibility. Nuggets win. Take the Nuggets and the points. You're going to win hands down. Is he ready for a 7-round war with Tank? Absolutely. The fight will go past 7 rounds. Frank might get knocked out in like round 10 or something. I knew it. I knew it. Nobody outside of Minnesota would ever say something so crazy. Minnesota's not going anywhere. They're going to lose in 7. You'll start to see that after y'all lose these next 2 games at home. Then the reality will start falling back into play. Yeah. Just wait for it. All right, let me take this call, man. They've been blowing me up. Let me see who this is. All right, I'm going to hit y'all back a little later. Luka had 3 steals. Yep. But I'm going to hit y'all back a little later. I'm going to go ahead and take care of this business, see who's blowing me up.